Hey guys, welcome back to News Science, where we discuss comics, movies, games, and more, and we got some breaking news. Now, this is really exciting. I was shocked to learn that Chris Evans might be in talks to reprise his role as Captain America. As we all recall, if you haven't seen Avengers Endgame, spoilers, Captain America was last seen in Avengers Endgame towards the end as Old Man Cap, Old Man Steve Rogers, whatever you want to call it. So he's not exactly sporting the good old patriotic tights anymore in this case, but we could be seeing a possible return of Chris Evans, meaning that we might see an alternate version of Captain America, Steve Rogers, specifically the Hydra version or the doppelganger. So this is being reported, and it's got a lot of us like freaking out. So Captain America is currently trending on Twitter right now. If you guys clicked on this video, I appreciate it. If you go ahead and give it a like, and of course subscribe and click on bell notifications, where you can get the latest content in Marvel and DC related topics, whether it be movie, comics, and whatnot. I upload videos on a daily, of course, and I do live streams once in a while occasionally. So definitely do that. And I noticed that about 76% of you who are not subscribed watch my videos. So please show this channel some love. It really helps the channel a lot if you please go ahead and subscribe. I definitely would appreciate it. And join my Discord, where we can chat with people like yourselves who are into the same kind of topics like superheroes, games, and what have you. It's all there. Please join on in. We will definitely welcome you there. With all that being said, let's go ahead and get back to the article. Chris Evans in talks to reprise his role as Captain America. This is huge. We all thought that he was going to be done and probably not come back. We all thought that he would retire this role, but it seems he can still come back in different capacities in some way, at least, whether it be a cameo appearance or an actual full-fledged role. So Chris Evans' time in the MCU seemingly came to a close in Avengers Endgame, as Steve Rogers' Captain America got his happy ending with Peggy Carter. Steve even passed on his shield to Anthony Mackie, Sam Wilson, Falcon. Regardless, that may not be the last time we see the original Captain America. Deadline is reporting that Evans is in negotiations with Marvel Studios to reprise his role. Now, I'm not exactly going to say that this validates this or this makes it factual, but Deadline has been really known in the past to report at least concrete things like that hold a lot of validity to it. Oftentimes they end up being right, and we've seen this before in previous Marvel Studios films. And the reports also note that it's unlikely that Evans will return full-time. Instead, it suggests that Evans may return for at least one Marvel property, with the door open for a second film. It's supposedly comparable to Robert Downey Jr.'s post-Iron Man 3 deal, which primarily kept him as a supporting ensemble player. And we've seen that before, again, when Spider-Man was revealed to be making an appearance in the Marvel Studios movies, to confirm to be canon. Robert Downey Jr. had already been done with his solo outings. He already did Iron Man 3, and it wasn't like nobody was really sure, at least Marvel Studios. We weren't sure if Robert Downey Jr. would want to continue on playing the character, but he stood, around. He stuck around for like the long haul, and they ended up paying him big bucks. Like, he ended up becoming the most well-paid actor of all time. And if anything, like the most paid actor in all the Marvel Studios movies, including the Avengers films. He was the highest paid actor. He was really expensive. It's kind of funny though. In the first Iron Man movie, he started at $500,000, and then moving on to like about $52 to $60 million within like the last couple of Avenger movies. He made so much money. Moving on, Marvel Studios had no comment about the initial report. However, Deadline notes that Marvel and Evans have been talking about it since last year. The report also states that Evans became more game to the idea, with the two sides coming to an agreement at the top of the year. Assuming a deal is possible, it's unclear when and where Evans could make his comeback, but it would likely be on the big screen. Are you excited that Chris Evans is in talks to return to the MCU? Should he suit up as Cap one more time? You let me know down in the comment section below. Again, I think he should. I think he's more than capable to return as Captain America. It's not like he's very old. Chris Evans is a relatively young guy. I believe he's like in his early 40s, if not late 30s. But he's actually one of the youngest members of the Avengers, like at least as an actor. But, the character's over 100 years old. But aside from that, this is pretty exciting. I was exaggerating about that over 100-year-old comment, by the way. Don't take it literally. This is really exciting. I think he can totally return, in whether that be in a cameo appearance or at least as a significant role. You know, him being the villain would be kind of interesting to see Captain America take the Hydra side. We recently had that adapted in the comic books back in like 2017. It wasn't a great comic, but like as it turns out, he turned out to be a doppelganger in the comics where he hailed Hydra, and we all remember that famous panel in Marvel Comics where like you see him say "Hail Hydra." Everybody was shook. Everybody made memes about it. This is like interesting, and I'm kind of surprised that they're bringing this kind of storyline, at least adapting a part of the storyline, into the movies rather like sooner than later. So I was hoping that they would probably adapt it a little bit later, but they probably didn't want to wait too long because Chris Evans might have lost interest. But I think he's open to the idea. He seems like a very passionate and enthusiastic guy, especially for Marvel movies. Chris Evans is one of the few actors that enjoyed playing Captain America, and he's found a lot of success with that role. And Marvel Studios films in general just bring a lot of success towards like the actor's doorstep. So I mean, this is really exciting. Like I was also reading another article from Inverse.com, and you know, it was a leak, as it turns out, and a leak suggests that Captain America will return in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. So that's a possibility. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is also going to be a huge film where we're expected to see a lot of cameos, surprises, and overall it's going to focus on the expansion of the multiverse. And it says here that the only version of the character will be an agent of Hydra from another reality. And again, that was teased in Endgames, and it was the implementation of time travel that paved the way for an alternate timeline and reality. So it wouldn't take much imagination to visualize an alternate and evil Cap. It's just complete with a Hydra costume. So like if you saw the thumbnail, you've noticed that there was like a Captain America with an alternate like Hydra costume, like tweak to the costume. And it looks pretty cool. I like the concept. I just found it and I kind of decided to make it a part of the thumbnail. And while the elevator with a few Hydra agents, they were masquerading as S.H.I.E.L.D., Captain America whispered "Hail Hydra" to signal that he was on their side. So again, it really did like take me down to memory lane with that famous comic book panel with Captain America, you know, saying "Hail Hydra." And their shocked faces were amusing, and Cap got a kick out of it too. Of course, the whole thing was like a diversion tactic so he can successfully leave the building with the Tesseract. So if Cap should return to the MCU as an evil doppelganger, I guess one can agree that the Endgame moment was a clue all along. So again, like these little breadcrumbs and clues are left throughout the Marvel Studios films, and this happens all the time in these movies. So this is really interesting. I'm really shocked, and there seems to be some, I guess, evidence or validity to these claims because again, Deadline has reported this, and they haven't really been wrong for the most part in the past. So this is going to be really cool. Should we ever see a version of an evil version of Captain America, I think the best way to start, or at least to tease it, would be in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, because I can imagine Doctor Strange actually masquerading and like running around through all the alternate versions and alternate dimensions of like the universe, or I guess of Earth, and we might see a clip of that. At least I think an evil version of Captain America would be at best a hurdle for Doctor Strange rather than an actual antagonist, because we don't know who the main antagonist is for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, but I guess one can speculate or assume that maybe Nightmare might be the antagonist of Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Who knows? But until then, it remains to be seen, and I would like to hear I'd like to hear your theories down below in the comment section. If you would like to see Captain America, at least a Hydra version of Captain America, make an appearance, where would you like to see him make an appearance first? Do you think he'll be an antagonist in a solo outing or something like that? Do you think he'll be a main antagonist to like at least Captain Marvel, the Avengers? You comment down below, guys. Let's speculate. Let's go ahead and have a conversation going. Anyways, guys, that's all I wanted to share with you guys tonight. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click on bell notifications so y'all don't miss anything, and share this video, and I will see you all in the next comic panel.